Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because I do not want to waste anybody's time. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Tara Jenkins. I am a online entrepreneur, but an online marketing. I follow the market and I follow trends. So I have done a lot of research. I've done a lot of studying, a lot of courses to get me um, to be more knowledgeable about social media, marketing on social media. So, quick overview of me. But this today is specifically for those of you who may have VIP groups. You may have VIP groups for a product you sell, or you may have like party groups. So a few tips because again, I don't want to waste your time. But I want to start with just asking and you asking yourself who is in your group right now. So some VIP groups are huge, some are medium sized, some are really, really small. Who is in your group? Are these organic, like growth individuals? Have you reached out to them? Have they bought a product from you? Or did you make a big mistake that I myself made, taking ownership of, and have a mass ad situation happen? So a lot of times that's tied with a giveaway, like, hey, get my group to 500 people, get my group to 500 people, and I'll give you something, something. Or the other one is the loops. You know, join all of these groups and you might win this. I am here to tell you guys I'm sorry. Giveaways are the biggest waste of time. And I'm not talking about like all giveaways, but mass giveaways to help grow your group. Facebook works against you. So if you have a group of 20,000 people, honestly, the amount of people that are actually seeing your posts are probably far under 1,000. Like, I don't even know. It would be, unless you had a super engaging group keeping it going. So don't get wrapped up in those mass ads because on top of it, I get added to like, there are some days I've gotten added to 30 groups in one day. You want to know what that really does? It pisses me off. And it does because it's like, I already sell this, or this is something I already have someone I buy it from. So don't get wrapped up in those because you're not only going to not have engagement from your group, but you are literally going to have social media suicide and people are going to resent you. Like if I get added into somebody's like anything without kind of having a heads up, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm going to go out of my way to not buy from that person. Like that is so aggravating to me, and I will remove myself from the group 9 times out of 10. But so just organically grow, word of mouth. Ask somebody if you're having a conversation with somebody. If you sell clothes and you're talking to them about clothes, you know, then that you've started to initiate that conversation, but don't do mass ads. Don't do it. Trust me, it is not good. It doesn't help. Because really, I think it's like 20% of your group will see your stuff, and of those 20%, how many people are really that invested in buying from you at that time? You know, with our luck, Facebook will have the 20% be the people that absolutely don't even know that they're in the group, and then, you know, they end up leaving, and then it's a wasted post. So don't get wrapped up in the size of your VIP group. It's not as important as you think. Yes, a big group is nice, but make it worth your time. So that's a huge one. And you want to make real connections. You want to have some sort of connection with those people. And again, I've made these mistakes, so it's not like you can't undo mistakes. But you also want to know who those people are. Like the giveaways that I ended up doing towards the end of one of my last adventures was I got to know people and I would hear about a situation that maybe their cousin was going through, and I would send them a product in the mail because maybe they were going through a hard time with a little note. Like, those are the giveaways that make you a better person, first of all. And those are the giveaways that people, that word of mouth, that snowball effect that I touched on a little bit, that's how you start getting more organic growth. Then more people want to come into your group. They want to buy from you. You're a good person. So anyway, that, I'm going to skip to past this. I kind of talked you through that. Daily engagement. And that is a serious, like, daily engagement is so important in your group. It doesn't always have to be something that it requires them to, you know, respond. But just a daily engagement, a picture, a meme, something funny, like every single day. You have to keep your group engaged, and that seems like it's excessive for some businesses, or it seems like not enough. But you also have to gauge that as well. How much daily engagement are you doing? How many notifications are you putting on their phone? If I get to my phone and my entire like iPhone screen is covered in notifications from the same person for the same group, I get really frustrated. Really frustrated. So you want to have daily engagement so they're never, you never slip their mind. They're always on the you're always on the forefront of their mind. But you don't always have to make it an engaging post. Now, when you do, because these are incredible, make them personal. So tell them a story about something, and this can even be kind of one of those middle of the ground engaging posts. You know, like, oh, I did this and this happened to me. Has anyone else experienced this? Ha ha ha. You know, so that's kind of just like a middle of the ground engaging post. Then there's the ones that you can actually say, like, hey, what is one product you have never tried? Tell me below and share. Okay, so that's not only an engaging post that they're going to be commenting on, and it'll keep bumping and get more exposure in your group, but it's also an engaging post that helps you as the person they go to for this particular product. You now know something they want to try. You now know something, or what's your favorite product? You know, these are great engaging posts that have a purpose that helps you help them. So, you know, figure that kind of out and make your posts original. Are you using stock images or are you using original images? Because there's this whole Facebook jail like phenomenon going on right now, and it's because people are using stock images, and people pick up on that. I can tell you there's one company, and I'm not going to name them, but it would be so irritating to me because I would see across my newsfeed, and I'm okay with people, you know, posting what they want to post, but it'd be the identical same post, the identical picture, and I'd have like 30 of my friends that had that same post. And the biggest thing that irritated me about it was that there was like several misspelled words, and every single person that posted that must have missed the little red underline saying that doesn't spell what you think it does, and they posted it. And that was so frustrating to me because it was like, this is the same post. Do you not think, you know, change it up a little bit? And like a really awesome mentor that I look to is Bob Heilig. He made a comment of he made an analogy of being a DJ instead of a song writer. So, you know, take what's already created and spin it your own way. So even if you want to take a stock image or the items on the stock image, take that and just make it a little more original and make it more like your personality too. You know, those are the types of things that grab people's attention. So that's another thing. Also, daily engagement. If you're going to share maybe a how-to video or a video in general, and I am doing this on this page because I think that this is helpful, so I've gone over what I would typically like to, but be courteous of their time. In your VIP groups, if you're going to share a video, max it out 2 to 3 minutes because people will stop watching. Another thing to be conscious of is video background noise. Now, I am one that I like to add a little bit of background noise when I make a cool video, but I usually now, because I've been burnt, like by clicking on a video and it being super loud in the middle of a meeting, and I actually didn't mean to click on it, but you know, I'll put a little disclosure like turn your volume down if you don't want to hear it, you know, but just be courteous of their time. 2 to 3 minutes, that's the most that you can really ask of them to put towards it. And I'll say that that's the most general term. There is a place for longer videos. You know, I see a lot of full makeup tutorials. Okay, that's the first thing that comes to mind. And those can be 30 to 40 minutes. The people that want to be on there are going to watch it, or watch the replay, or watch the replay and fast forward. But and I think mixing a little bit of both into your VIP groups into your business page is important. But I would definitely pay attention to the engagement, the views, and I would balance out one versus the other based on that. So again, you do have to kind of watch what you're doing. You have to be aware of what your market wants, what they need. I think that, oh, the last post, or the last point I'd like to say is to take some time, over a span of time, and do some engagement posts at different times of days. There are some peak engagement times, like Sunday evenings. Those are always good times to post. But for your VIP group, do a little bit of study and analysis on when you seem to get the most engagement. And start hitting those times a little heavier, because that must be when people are on break or people have the opportunity to check their Facebook. So, you know, do a little bit of that, because ultimately the goal isn't here to like get everybody to look at all of our stuff, but if there's something that's important that you want them to see, you don't want them to miss it. So just keep daily engagement. I don't care if you're having a bad day, don't tell them that. Just keep them engaged and keep doing what you're doing, and you will succeed. And I hope you are all having a great Saturday. I will talk with you all soon. Bye.